Hello and welcome to Take Time. I'm your host Patrick Marlette, and let's talk about the perfect alternative to the SBEP001, as I promised, the PW3001. Now just a little bit of background for you guys. I did a review of the Seiko Digi-Tuna, as it's lovingly referred to, here on the channel, and I let everyone know that that watch is pure garbage. It is a complete cash grab from the Seiko Corporation. Here's why. In front of me, I'm holding the Pulsar PW3001. It has a 45.5 lug-to-lug distance with a 43.5 millimeter width, a 10.5 millimeter thickness with 20 millimeter lug widths. It's made entirely out of stainless steel, features Hardlex crystal, utilizes the caliber W602 movement with a 3-year battery life and all of the same features as the Digi-Tuna, and is made by a division of the Seiko Corporation. Does this watch put the Digi-Tuna to shame? Yes, and here's just why. However, with all my reviews here on the channel, I like to start with the bad and then move on to the good before giving my final verdict on a review item. So let's jump into it. Now, I've owned this watch for just about a month now, and the only bad note I have to say about it is that this is my second copy. Now, that's not because I love this watch so much, although I really do like it. That's because the initial model I was sent was faulty. You see, I purchased this watch off of Amazon, and unfortunately, and it's labeled as such in the user's manual, that these watches will lose some of their functionality as the battery levels get low. Get low, get low. And guess what? The person who sent me this must have had it running for some time because the battery levels of the previous unit I had were extremely low. A lot of the functionality stopped working. I couldn't use the chronograph, the alarm didn't chime, and it started flashing. The digits will flash when the battery level's low, indicating that it needs more juice. Well, thank goodness I ordered this off Amazon because I returned that watch immediately, received a refund immediately, and proceeded to purchase this unit. The initial model I bought was the PW3003, which was the all-black variant of this. I decided to try out the other flavor while I had the chance, so now we have the completely stainless steel 3001 in hand. Yep, that is about the only bad note I have to say about this watch. I happened to get one that had an extremely low battery life left on it, and it just wasn't operating as it should have, and now I have one that's operating precisely as it should, and it's incredible. So why don't we jump into our good notes? And I want to do so by first turning off our lights here. Now, the first good note I want to mention is the fact that this watch features a button for the light. Check this out. You've probably never seen this on a watch before. It's pretty newfangled. But when I hit this button over here that says light, it illuminates it. Wait, watch it again. Here. Check this out. You push the button and it gets lit. I want to see that on every digital watch that boasts a light function. This is ingenious. Here, let's just do that again to make sure you guys saw it. This is how lights on a digital face should work, with a button. You don't have to do this to get it to work. Amazing. Well, that was fun. Thank you, Caliber 602, for adding a button for your light function. That's just brilliant. Now, the case that brilliant movement rests in features a diversity of brushed and high polished surfaces. Ooh, look at that Zeratsu on the side. So genius. Yeah, it's a really good looking, robust, handsome, sexy case. And it's completely made out of stainless steel. Someone was asking me if it was plated. No, it's not. You're getting more than your money's worth. Get this, the next good note, $40. This watch is $40. This is one of the best bang per buck options on the market. That is one of the major reasons this puts the Digi-Tuna to shame, is because it boasts all of the same functions and features as that watch, but in a stainless steel case at $40. Can you tell how much I enjoyed that Digi-Tuna as I talk about this watch? This thing is incredible. And by the way, I'm not going to go over all the functions for this watch. I advise you watch that SPEB. I'm sorry. I just gagged a little bit. Go check out that video instead if you want to get a basic idea, basic instructional as to how these work. I go over all the functions of that watch, and guess what? They're all the same here. The only difference between this movement and the solar movement of the other watch I've been mentioning is that that watch features a solar gauge. Useless. Also, in the mode select, you lack the function of tap sensitivity because you don't have to tap the screen to get the light to work. So if you want to learn how to use this watch, all of its basic functions, go ahead and watch the beginning of that other video. Also, instead of a piece of plastic going on the front of this negative display, you have proprietary Seiko Hardlex crystal, which I love and I find to be a huge plus because it's held up so well on my thousands of other Seikos. I'm happy to see it here. Also, this watch utilizes the same Seiko fatty spring bars featured in their series of divers, which we can make out right here. Also has holes on the side of the case so that you can more quickly throw this off of the rubber strap it comes with and get it onto something more fitting for its design. Now, I've seen these on stainless steel bracelets that look fantastic. I've seen these on leather straps, which I don't understand. And I've been personally wearing it on a variety of nylon straps because I think this thing looks so awesome and rugged on a nylon strap. Now, I can't tell you much about this rubber strap because I didn't actually wear it. It's really hideous. It reminds me of the anime Evangelion, if you know what I'm talking about, or something that's probably more your speed. Look up Tissot Lobster Navigator. This reminds me of the bracelets that came equipped with the Lobster Navigators. They're also hideous, but charming on that watch. On this watch, it really doesn't match the aesthetic of it at all. But I'm not even going to consider this a bad note because at $40, they're just giving you rubber straps to play with. Honestly, I would have spent $40 just for the head of this watch, so the rubber strap is a huge bonus. And by the way, I've got this currently on a Manta nylon strap, which I want you guys to know is $10 more than the watch head itself, if I'm not mistaken. I think they market these for $50. They're awesome if you have the money, but they're a little up there. I'm not gonna lie. You get custom hardware, a screw-in buckle, anything to complement my Pulsar. Yeah, so this thing is awesome. It is a great watch. Now, before I leave you guys, I'm gonna provide you all with a wrist shot so you can see what this looks like on an expensive nylon strap, because you know what? It deserves it. And here's what your Pulsar PW3001 is gonna look like for all of your admirers when they're guessing at what you're wearing because they're so damned envious. And when you're going to admire it, it's gonna look a little something like this. And as you can tell, this thing is just doing cartwheels around the Seiko Digi-Tuna because it looks so damn good on a variety of different straps. And what's great is that it's very easy to marry this watch with different strap options. There's so much relief between the spring bar and the case, you can pretty much fit anything you want in there. You know, don't try everything, guys. But you know what? Strap-wise, this will work with pretty much anything. It looks amazing. It wears extremely well on the wrist. It's a little bit like, it is like a thicker, chunkier version of my Timex with the Indiglo, conveniently with its button in the same position as the light button on my Pulsar. But yeah, it's pretty much just a chunkier version of this watch. And I'm a big fan of both these watches, especially, once again, at $40. I don't think I need to say anything else. This watch is awesome. Don't buy Seiko in this instance. Buy from their sister company, Pulsar. Buy this instead. Now, for those of you telling me that the SBEP001 was a good deal at $300, I don't know what Kool-Aid you're drinking, but no, you're wrong. It was a major cash grab from Seiko to pull money out of your wallet. They looked at their charts, and said, what's hot right now? People are loving the Seiko Tuna design. How much can we overcharge for a plastic watch with a digital interface that looks kind of like a Seiko Tuna? When they're making this thing off to the side, that's not gonna break your bank, and guess what? If you manage to mishandle this or doing some real rigorous stuff and you break this, you could buy 6 more of these and still pay less than the Seiko Tuna Digital, Digi-Tuna, SPEB, whatever, because you don't want that watch, guys. You want to buy this watch. And look, I get it. I like Seiko too, okay? But just because they make a handful of watches you like doesn't mean every watch they make is amazing. Please refrain from buying a digital tuna and buy this instead. Woo! Anyways, gang, if you found this video enlightening or in the least entertaining, feel free to hit that like button. It looks a whole hell of a lot like this. If you have friends, forums, or groups that are interested in picking up a digital watch with all of the functions you need and more, that is a chronograph, an alarm, dual time. I've got this set up on GMT right now. Check this out. So here's my local New York time. Bam, chronograph. Look at this timer, an alarm. You got 3 alarms, I should add. I've got the other time zone as GMT because you know what? Why not? $40, 40. Send them this video because this is something that everyone should experience. This is a great deal. Also, if you're new to the channel, well then welcome. I do videos like this 2 or more times a week. I'm not usually trying to prove a point here on the channel, but I do like to make sure other consumers like myself spend their money wisely. So if you like this kind of watch content, well, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It lets me know you're down for the show. If you'd like to see my videos precisely when they air, you can hit the bell icon just next to that. Again, my name is Patrick Marlette, and thank you, Pulsar, for showing us the light with this convenient button on the side of your stainless steel case.